Imagine waking up each day feeling like you're not just competing against others, but also against yourself. What if I told you that this relentless hustle could trigger warning signs that threaten your emotional intelligence? In today's cutthroat environments, the drive for success can blind you to vital signals of stress and overwhelm. You might think winning is everything, but while you're fixated on outdoing the competition, you risk ignoring your emotional well-being. When was the last time you felt crushed by expectations, both from yourself and others? This silent struggle is widespread yet rarely discussed. What if the very ambition that propels you forward is also your downfall? In competitive situations, we often dismiss our feelings as weaknesses, but this suppression can unleash stress signals that manifest in ways you might not even recognize. Have you ever snapped at a colleague over something trivial? That's your emotional intelligence trying to break through. Picture this: you're in a meeting, and the pressure is palpable. As everyone shares ideas, you feel the tension rising, yet you remain silent. That silence is a warning signal you ignore at your peril. What happens when you brush it aside day after day? It accumulates, leading to burnout and disengagement. Now, visualize this: your boss announces a major project, and while everyone else buzzes with excitement, you're hit by a wave of anxiety. You want to showcase your emotional intelligence, but the stifling atmosphere makes you doubt your instincts. You start questioning what truly matters: winning or understanding. Here's where it gets serious. Imagine finally finding the courage to speak up, only to be met with indifference. The emotional fallout can feel isolating, and that's the hidden danger. Suppressing your emotions to stay competitive risks creating a rift between you and your team, impacting everyone involved. So, what's the solution? Recognizing those warning signs is crucial. Instead of pushing through, take a moment to breathe and check in with yourself. What are you really feeling? That simple act can spark a shift, fostering a culture where emotions are not just acknowledged but embraced. In a world that glorifies competition, how can you prioritize connection? It's about finding balance. Every time you feel that tension rise, ask yourself, is this about winning, or is it about understanding? Here's the key takeaway: emotional intelligence isn't just a skill, it's a necessity in competitive environments. By recognizing and addressing those warning signs, you pave the way for personal growth and a healthier workplace culture. If this resonates with you, consider how you can bring more awareness to your daily interactions starting today. Facing the uncomfortable truth might just be the first step toward transformation. Toward be the sex in the defense to pure travel Have you ever felt a wave of panic at work, only to brush it off as just another busy day? Ignoring those feelings can lead to serious consequences. In our fast-paced world, we often overlook the signs that stress is creeping in. Many believe they can just power through it, but this toughness could actually be your downfall. Imagine this: you're in a meeting, and your heart starts racing as a colleague shares their ideas. Instead of speaking up, you sit quietly, overwhelmed by the fear of judgment. Over whether you that moment isn't just nerves, it's a signal. Do you recognize it for what it truly is? Building emotional intelligence in competitive settings isn't just a nice idea, it's what sets apart those who thrive from those who merely survive. Yet, many of us ignore the uncomfortable truth that our emotions can influence our decisions more than we realize. Think back to a time when the pressure was on, maybe during a project deadline. Did you notice how your body reacted? Your heart raced, your breathing became shallow, and perhaps you felt a sense of detachment. These are signals that often go unnoticed. You might tell yourself you are just stressed, but what if that stress is a warning sign of burnout? It's easy to get lost in the daily grind, but recognizing these signals can change everything. Have you ever found yourself snapping at a coworker or wanting to pull away? These moments are more than just irritability, they are signs that your emotional intelligence might be at risk. Cultivating awareness in a high-pressure environment isn't just helpful, it's essential. Imagine it being the calm in the storm, the person who spots stress before it escalates. You notice a colleague struggling, and instead of ignoring it, you reach out. That simple act could create a workplace where everyone feels safe to share their concerns. But here's the challenge: the more competitive your environment, the harder it can be to talk about stress. You might worry that showing vulnerability could hurt your chances for a promotion. It's a tricky situation, isn't it? As the tension builds, consider what could happen if you keep ignoring these signals. It's a slow burn that could lead to a meltdown, not just for you, but for your entire team. What if instead you took a moment to reflect on your feelings? What if you encouraged your team to do the same? By openly discussing stress, you can foster a culture of emotional awareness, turning a competitive edge into a supportive community. So, how do you begin? Start by acknowledging those initial signals. Pay attention to your body and mind. When you feel that knot in your stomach or a rush of anxiety, don't dismiss it. It's your inner self saying, "Pay attention." Take a moment each day to check in with yourself. This simple practice can shift your perspective. Imagine navigating your workplace with clarity and confidence instead of fear and uncertainty. As we wrap this up, think about this: what if the key to your success lies not just in your skills, but in your emotional awareness? It's time to face the uncomfortable truth about fostering emotional intelligence in competitive environments. You have the power to change your story. Start today. Remember, recognizing those small signals can lead to significant changes in your life. Curious about how that might look for you? Dive deeper into your own emotional landscape, and you might just uncover the secrets to thriving in your world. Have you ever felt a nagging unease at work, like something just isn't right? It's unsettling, isn't it? This feeling could be a crucial warning sign that you might be overlooking. In today's competitive landscape, emotional intelligence often takes a backseat. You may be ambitious and driven, but what if that drive comes with hidden costs? Many people don't realize that fostering emotional intelligence in high-stakes environments can truly make a difference. Picture this: you're in a meeting, and the tension is palpable. Colleagues are vying for attention, but beneath the surface, emotions are running high. It's not just about the numbers or projects anymore, it's personal. If you're not tuned into these dynamics, you could be setting yourself up for failure. Let's explore this further. Have you noticed someone who's usually upbeat suddenly becoming withdrawn? Or a colleague who once collaborated eagerly now seems focused solely on their own agenda? These subtle shifts matter more than you might think. Ignoring emotional cues can lead to misunderstandings, deeper conflicts, and even burnout. Imagine feeling isolated while everyone else seems to thrive. It's a lonely experience that can trap you in a cycle of negative emotions. Think back to the last time you brushed off a teammate's casual remark, perhaps thinking they were just having a bad day. But what if that was a sign of something bigger? The uncomfortable truth is that small signals can snowball into significant issues. We often underestimate the power of empathy, especially in high-pressure situations. High pressure It's not about being soft, it's about being strategic. The real danger lies in viewing emotional intelligence as a luxury instead of a necessity. Feeling that tension. You're not alone. Many people grapple with balancing ambition and emotional awareness, caught between the pressure to succeed and the need for balance. So, what can you do? Start by noticing those warning signs. Engage in meaningful conversations, even if they feel awkward. A simple "Are you okay?" could open the door to a dialogue that changes everything.